Today we're going to talk with Anisa, and we're going to go into fascinating topics of data quality, master data management, and being a Scrum Master in a data project. So welcome, and let's talk. Hello, and welcome to this interview with Anisa. And Anisa is a data engineer focused also on master data management, and has done also some Scrum Master work. So let's start with the very foundation of almost every data project and program, and this is data quality. So in these projects where you have worked, has it been a problem or an enabler, data quality?
I would describe data quality as if data is fit for its purposes. So that's how the companies can see if it's like a good the data is fit where it needs to be. In my project, usually has been a problem, but and once identified, it has helped later on to be an enabler to have better decision, to have better quality of data, and by this data being up to its standards, then it can be better used by different teams.
Why do you think the quality is problem in the beginning?
This can happen for many reasons. One of them is that a lot of big companies have had legacy systems, and when they are built in years before, they are not built by having in mind the quality issues. And this is one of the most common issues that I have seen. Also, ownership is one of the factors that impacts in the data quality, because without if some data does not have an owner or somebody who takes care of it, then we don't know if that data is correct or it's up to the quality standards. Yeah, I think those two are the main reasons that I have seen. And also by having a lot in big companies, since they have a lot of departments, it means that data is replicated in many systems, and by having so many silos in within the company, then this affects also the data quality that they have.
So you can maybe see it as there is a room or a public space, and everybody goes there, and nobody owns it, and of course there will be a mess there or something. Yeah. But so what is the things to do, or what do you usually do to improve the quality?
Well, it always depends. Like if a project is in the start, like when we are building a system, like if it's in the start, then we can try to implement the concepts of data quality since the beginning. So in a way, we take care of data quality already in the basis, and when we are building the data warehouse or the system itself, then we implement those data quality. But this is not most of the case. Most of the cases that data quality issue is raised after the system are built and we have already a lot of data in our database. In this case, I think the best approach is to do like a data assessment, like to see what is the quality of the data. And this can be done by creating some metrics in like accuracy, completeness, and
measuring how good the quality.
And measuring, and by running this set of rules, then we can see where our data is, because it might be that some data that we have, it's quite good already, but then for some it's lacking. And then after we have this assessment in place, then we can have set of metrics like as a standardization for the all the systems. So if it's built, then we will build this quality assessment like since the beginning, and we will, if permitted into different systems, then we will implement these rules already when the data is entered.
So it's a good, interesting idea. So you can kind of quantify the quality. It's not like bad, good, or but it's like is it like 90 out of 100 or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. And always it depends from the company itself, like what percentage it's good. Because if let's say we have 1,000 records and like you see that it's like 60%, then might be a problem. But like in the data, and then our company, let's say it wants to have 90% and higher to be good quality, then we need to see and fix those issues that are present in our data.
Mm. And now we come to the one of the specializations that you have, which is master data management. And maybe as a first step, maybe you can tell what is master data management? What does it mean?
Yeah. It's not a known concept in a lot of companies. Maybe mostly it's in the big companies, because there is when the need it's more visible. Although it is needed in different company sizes. Master data management can imagine as a single source of truth. Like so, we have data from different systems. Let's say we have from marketing, we have from sales, customer reports or something like that. And for example, we have John Doe. In some other, it's like Joe. And with master data, we can enable that we can with a set of rules, we can join those records in one, and it's a master record, and that's why it's called also single source of truth. And this also affects the data quality, because by joining this records from different systems, the information, because in the sales we can have the phone number, in the marketing we can have the email address. So by joining all this record together, then we have a name, surname, a phone number, email address, so which give us a better information and better data for our customers in this case. So yeah, that's a small example.
Do you usually, or is it necessary then to have a separate system for the master data, or can you just say that, well, the email addresses are in our sales system and the phone numbers, the most correct phone numbers are in the accounting, or
we can use that approach as well, like if it's like in different system, but by having like an MDM system in place, it improves the processes of the company itself. Because let's say I want to know all this data for the customer, and if I don't have the MDM system in place, then I will need to go to one system for the phone number, one system for, and these are all integrations that we need to be built for each system, and not all the systems are the same, so might have different rules how we can consume the data. So by having them all, it improves our processes within the company. Also, we have better decisions in the company by having better quality of the data. And yeah.
Okay, so sounds that it's like a no-brainer, or that you should have this sort of singles. But I think many organizations don't have it. Or what's your experience with the ones you work with?
Yeah, most don't have it, and it's us as a company as well. We are trying to introduce it when we see that it's fit, and yeah, so not very much present in all.
But if an organization wants to implement master data management, what are the first steps, or how have you done it, or your teams done it?
But first, I think as any data project, like it's really necessary to decide on a scope, and which kind of data we will cover first, because once we see how master data management works in one use case, then also we start identifying other potential use cases. So I think the first steps would be to decide on a scope, on a data set, let's say the customers that we want to master it, and of course the tooling, the technology, that's another part of it, that because not all the tools are fit for, not all the companies need only one tool. It depends, like how the size of the company, the type of data that you have. So that also needs to be discussed. And then after these are done, then the team, and also deciding on a plan, on an implementation, and doing like proof of concept to the, and then seeing how it goes. And from there, then if it's a big organization, then we can have different domains to be implemented. So it's because it's not even possible to do all the implementation at once, and it needs to be smaller parts of the project.
So like with many data projects, you're not trying to build a big elephant at once and then you publish it after 2 years, but rather move by one type of data and then like the others and business value.
Yeah, exactly. So because we have had cases also in my previous project that once we have demoed, or we had a big demo, then other stakeholders have come up, oh wait, we have a need, we have something, a problem similar to this, and maybe we can use master data management for this. So that's why start small and then it grows by time.
Okay, but let's go then to the next topic, which is agile projects and Scrum Masters. So you have worked as a Scrum Master in a data project, and do you see is it suitable, or is waterfall better, or what is your experience?
I mostly have worked with agile setup. It is suitable. Of course, every data project can be different. So this I don't feel like there is like a right or wrong answer, but I have seen agile to be very suitable because of the iteration that we have, and data project tends to have like to need the iteration by time. So even though we have like a problem, it's good to iterate it and having this feedback loop with the stakeholders, which helps us achieve a better product in the end. There might be some downside when it's like agile, because in data projects sometimes we have a lot of dependencies, and agile setup is not the best if you have a lot of dependencies from other teams. And maybe another point is that sometimes the tasks are not as straightforward, and you cannot slice it into smaller tasks, which is like the main thing that agile is very good of, that you can slice the tasks and go into smaller chunks. But sometimes the tasks might be a bit fuzzy, so like it's not so easy to use it in agile methodologies.
Okay. And in your work as a Scrum Master, what have you seen is the most important thing to consider or take into account
as a Scrum Master?
Yeah, as a Scrum Master.
Yeah, well, the main role of a Scrum Master is to make the life easier for the team in a way. Okay. So of course the facilitation, those are by default, and removing the impediments for the team, so their work is easier and they don't have to worry about this communication with stakeholders. But I think also one big part is also to educate the team and educate everybody like about the agile setup, the Scrum setup. So in the end of the day, like the backlog, it's not for the Scrum Master, it's for the team, and then the team needs to make the most use of it and to understand its value. So that's why I think also the educating part it's very important in that kind of role.
So, so moving obstacles, letting everybody perform as their best, and education. And now, when we come to education, then I have a question that if you were to choose now a career, like after graduate school, you're choosing to which university to go. In this era of AI, would you choose data and IT, or would you choose something else?
Yeah. It would be very nice to know this beforehand when I was studying university. Well, my studies were not far off, like my bachelor's were in business informatics, but knowing the days now, I would definitely have chosen like computer science maybe since then, or IT, because yeah, I mean, I'm working in data now, but it would have been even better, like if I would have started earlier and grown and to know more. And I see that the data world and IT world in general, it's such a fast-paced. So it's not that, oh, I know one technology and I will stay on that comfort zone. Like you constantly need to learn and to study new stuff and to be curious, which I really am also now. So, but if I would have started earlier, I think I would have had this kind of advantage in my career since the beginning. Yeah.
Okay, so if you like fast pace, fast learning, new things, then data and IT is definitely for you. With that, I'd say thank you, Anisa, and thank you to our watchers and listeners.
Thank you.